Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. If someone could give me a thumbs up, make sure you can hear me. I was having trouble with the audio right before we came on. Let's see. I need someone to give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Uh, Heard of a great outdoor channel plus. Okay, I need a thumbs up before I keep going. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. It wasn't showing my mic on the when I plugged it in to get ready to go. I'm seeing thumbs up, good. Thank you. MDC got the thumbs up, in South Florida thumbs up, and Mike thumbs up. All right, all right, all right. Good deal. All right. Well, welcome to Sunday Night Live. It was weird. I was looking at it and trying to get it, and I restarted my phone. I restarted the mics. I went and I grabbed the headset and tried it. But usually, right before I go on, it gives me indication of my volume and stuff, and it didn't do any of that. So I was like, "Oh, I hope you guys can hear me." Oh, that's great. All right, so hey, here we go," said Dennis at 5:27. So just real quick. Before I go down through this, I got home. As y'all know, I left we talked about it last Sunday, and then also on Thursday night's video. I left Monday, went to Glen Burnie, spent the night at my son's house that he was packing up, and then I loaded up the three cats, and we drove to Pittsburgh Tuesday night. Then from Tuesday night, we went all the way to Dayton, and I stayed there for a day overnight, and then I stayed overnight again because he needed some help with some things. They couldn't move into their house right away. There was just some complications there, but so I stayed until 2 o'clock on when was that? Friday. And I wanted to get on the road pretty early, but he needed some help. So I wanted to spend a little bit more time with him because that's an 8-hour drive from here to get to his house. So I left around 2 o'clock with the anticipation of making a video. So I wanted to get a little closer to this one area. So I drove all day, and the longer I drove, I wanted to get up there. I got to where I needed to go, and I said, I just got to go to bed. This was 2 days ago at a Cracker Barrel. So I start the video that's coming up this coming Thursday with me waking up at a Cracker Barrel. And then I had no clue what I was going to do, didn't know where I was going to go. I was just going to work my way back. But I spent, oh my goodness, eight 8 hours at least yesterday, filming, trying to figure out what I'm filming because I didn't know what I was going to do. So I end up at a place. You'll see the thumbnail. I got finished with that camp earlier this morning, maybe around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Then I did the 2-3 hour drive back to the house, and got here around 3:30, and then got everything not edited, but set up for Thursday. And yeah, and I did the live, get all that stuff set up. So if I seem a little tired, well, I did a ton of driving. Yeah, but let's see here. We've got, hey, Bearded Viking, how are you doing? It was a really busy week, very, very busy. And hey, Mario, how are you doing? And I hope everybody here had a good week. Hey, Leonard, good to hear it. You're starting your new job, I guess. I know last week you said you were still unemployed, so hopefully that is a new job. That sounds great. Hey, PA Wilderness, how you doing? So Jim Wade, all righty. Let's see, saying hello. Hey, old and cracking dated. if you make coffee with water from a stream with fish in it, it becomes carnivore coffee. Yeah. I, I tied a ribeye on a string and I do it like tea. I soak it. No, just kidding. All right, let's see. Jokes. Yeah, always jokes. Yeah, Olin Kraken dated. Oh yeah, he always has a lot of stuff there. Hey, Joseph Kelly, how you doing? All righty. There's outdoor happy Brenda. Hey, Brenda, welcome, welcome. Let's see. There's Randy. So I made it down to Dalton. What was that, Tuesday? No, Wednesday. So we got there pretty late Wednesday. We had to get there by 5 o'clock. We made it there, and he had to go right to signing. And then we had to go back to the house the next day to pick up keys. So yeah, it all worked out great. The cats rode actually really good. I had all three of them in my car, so I had a car carrier with two of them, and then had one cat in a single car carrier. But they're not like the little cages. These were big cages. They took up my whole bed. So even if I wanted to car camp anywhere, I couldn't do it because I couldn't. Once they got in there, we just took them out and put it in the garage when we were in Pittsburgh, and then loaded them up the next morning. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great being a part of Jonathan's move like that. Like if you guys watched Thursday night's video, he was 5.5 years in the Army, and then went to Space Force once that took on people. He was offered to go over to Space Force, but now he's working a contractor job that deals with the Air Force Base. So he'll be working at the big Air Force Base out there in Ohio, and he starts his first day on September 3rd. So there was a lot of moving parts. A lot of moving parts to it, and we got it all worked out good. Well, it's getting worked out, in other words. So I stayed an extra day because he had there's no blinds in the new house. It was like somebody bought it and flipped it in the Southern Historic District of Dalton, right next to the historic one. I think it was built in 1904. Really nice. So none of the windows had window shades so at all. So he went out and bought window shades. So I went back the next morning. I was going to leave about 7 o'clock in the morning. I ended up going back just to make sure that we figured it out together where the best place to mount them on the old wood that was there. So yeah, worked out good, and it was good. I took him to lunch at Smash Burger. So I got two Smash Burger patties, and he got a fire roasted burger. That's the first time I ever had a Smash Burger. Really good. All right. Well, let's keep it going here. Yep. Good evening, South Florida, DCL. How are you doing? Yeah. So I don't know if y'all saw the thumbnail, but wasn't that a good? We got a possum. Still had a lot of peanut butter left, at least half of it. But like I said, I apologized in that video because it wasn't a camping video, but I wanted to figure out the game cam. I did take the game cam with me. I wasn't able to put it out for the next video because of where I camped. But that's going to be a pretty cool video. It's not one of my typical camps or even car camp. It starts out a little bit because I had no clue where I was going. But we start out in a Cracker Barrel, and then we head up towards Erie. So I spent the whole day driving, well, from 2 o'clock to 11:30, because on the way I would pull off at exits, because when you're driving up main routes, 3-4 lanes, if you want to look for opportunities, you got to get off the highway. But I was looking for opportunities that maybe I could, spend the night somewhere and then start filming at that location. but I wasn't finding anything because I was trying to make time to get up towards Erie. Let's see. Hey, Rick Thomas, how are you doing? Alrighty. Hey, Jeff Cooper. Already. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm not late this time. No, you're not. There's Jay's Real Talk. How are you doing, brother? I just watched a little short that you had just a little while ago, and now have 75 subs. That is awesome. Hey, Kyle. How are you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Robert Williams. Oh, it jumped. All my messages jumped. Good evening, all. Yeah. So you might ask, what was it like leaving on Monday? Stitch gifted some memberships. Oi, oi. Look, go down. Jumps. Stitch. Awesome. Thank you so much. And anybody that's on here that gets a gifted membership from Stitch, uh, you know, what a blessing. And if so, what I did is when we got to Pittsburgh, I filmed because my mother-in-law called me and says, hey, we're having baked rigatoni. And because everybody loves my mother-in-law's sauce that she makes, all the kids love her spaghetti. We were getting in there kind of late, but she wanted me to give her a call when we were, say, 20 minutes out. So I did, and she told me, she says, I know you won't eat any of this, so I got a 2-inch ribeye that we got at Costco, a pack of 3, and it was 2 inches thick. And she said, well, I thawed one out for you because I knew you'd probably eat that, not the rigatoni. So I did a member only video. Those are real short. They're anywhere from 2 minutes to, well, that one was 10 minutes. So I introduced you to my my son on there, and they had the grill, one of those little grills, already heating up. And when it got to 500 degrees, I pulled out that 2-inch ribeye and laid it on there. You should see the diamond pattern that I ended up with on that thing because of flipping it. Oh, and it was delicious. You guys didn't see it finished, but you saw me put it on. Yeah. So that's one of the benefits of being a member. Like I said, a lot of people will like to do the members. It's just like a behind the scenes thing. So I wanted to do a couple more, but I was really having a rough time locating areas, and I knew I had miles and miles to drive because I went from Dayton up to Erie, and I was going to go to a couple other places, and I stopped multiple times to check things out. And then yesterday, well, I woke up at 6:30 in Cracker Barrel parking lot, and then I started. I won't tell you too much about the video, but basically went because I wanted to see Lake Erie. So we go to Lake Erie quick. There's a lot that happens within the first 6 minutes of that video, and then there's a long pause, but you won't know it because the power of editing. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Foothills of the Appalachia. How are you doing? Hello, Tony. It's a Rowdy and Angel. How are you both doing? Yeah, I want to say, if anybody's new in here, say hi. If this is your first live, I met a lot of people while I was driving. If I had to stop for gas or anything like that, usually, you go and you use the bathroom and stuff. And I got a chance to talk to multiple people all around, gave them channel stickers and things like that. And I'm going to give you a hint. The person that is in the thumbnail for the upcoming video, if you look in his left hand, he's holding a channel sticker. Yeah, because I gave him a channel sticker. Yeah. It was that was a shock. That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting him to come rolling up like that. Yeah, because where I was at, it's a deserted road. It's a dead end. And I asked him, I said, did you see me somewhere from the highway? And he was like, no, I was just every once in a while. He told me this off camera. He says, I drive up this road just to kind of drive up and back and go to the end and turn around. It's about a mile and a half. But anyhow, he, he goes, I said, did you see me? He says, no. He says, I saw you as I was coming up this road. And I was like, oh, okay. I was wondering if you saw me from the highway. I thought I was pretty hidden. And he said, oh, yeah, no, you can't see it from the highway the way I was at. But if he would have saw me from the highway, it meant he would have got on an on-ramp and would have had to go like 20 miles one way to get off and come back to get off the off-ramp again and then come up the road and in a deserted road. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. There we go. There's Mike, my brother Mike. Let's see. Hey, Elric the Blackheart. God bless you, brother. Yeah. Oh, hey, Leia. How are you doing? Yeah. I remember being on a live when you came on to the live when I had a guest, the Northwest Wind. I remember the question being, was it Leah or Leia? And the discussion was from Star Wars, like Princess Leia. Yeah. All right. Good evening, 2.0 clan, she says. Let's see. We got a question here. Heard of a great outdoor channel plus hammock mountain camping on a roof? Wow. On a roof. That's something. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? So Daniel says, hello, everyone. Cure for Parkinson's. How are you doing? So humid here in Central Florida. The mosquitoes are so bad. Funny thing is, I always say it's my blood type because I got AB positive, and so many people get bit by mosquitoes. I actually did a little bit more research, and they said people that do not, it's based on your skin leaching carbon monoxide. Wait, carbon dioxide. I forget which ones you exhale. I think it's something. But people that have it comes out of their skin. That's what attracts the mosquitoes. So I must not have much of that exuding from my skin yet. So mosquitoes don't seem to bother me. Most bugs don't. And that's like I only zipped up the bug net like twice all summer. Even though they were around, they just don't seem to bother me. Well, when I was camping with Sam at Northwest Wind, I heard the mosquitoes buzzing close when I was laying in the hammock. But I did have, maybe more than twice. I had it on a couple times. But yeah, I just don't get bit. They don't bother me. Hi, Tony and everyone, says Gregory Huss. How you doing, Gregory? Yes, and there's MCD again that was giving me that thumbs up sound check along with South Florida and Mike. Yep. Hey, Rocky Toppin, we hear you. Awesome. And Tom, how are you doing, Tom Hawken? There's Robin Williams. I got Robin Williams on my mind. Robert Williams, we can hear you. Great. Sounds good. Scott, give me. Hey, Scott, how are you doing, brother? All right. Good. We got it all. Good. Hey, Joyce, how are you doing? Hello, Tony. We can hear you loud and clear. Yeah. Hey, Robert Bell, how are you doing? Good. Yeah. So there's we got Skeeter giving me thumbs up. Tony, how was your trip? It was good. It was long, but I like driving. I don't mind driving, but one of the things about, like, once we got everything taken care of and I got him settled, it was tough saying goodbye to him. I wanted to stay another day, and he wanted me to, like, don't leave at 2 o'clock. But figured it would be like 4.5 hours to drive to Erie, but I didn't realize I was going to stop so much. So I didn't get there until late. Like I said, it was 11 when I pulled in, and I just climbed in the back of the Subaru and went to sleep, knowing that I would be getting up in the morning and maybe try to, and that's what was kind of not stress, but when you're want to do a camp, you like I had ideas, but the ideas don't always pan out, especially if you're traveling, on trying to figure out what to do. So a lot of my driving on Thursday, and then even on Friday, I even say in the video, I said, I don't know what we're doing today. I have no clue. We're going to see how it goes. And I didn't want to say what I was planning on doing because it may not work out. So just having that, watching all the traffic and stuff like that, and also looking for places throughout the day and seeing the clock tick and getting later and later in the day. Yeah. But I did get a chance to really find some really cool places, but they didn't fit with what I needed to do for the video, because since I was in the car, I couldn't just go somewhere late in the day. I even went to a rustic campsite in a state park. It was either a state park or was it a state park? Might have been. But every time you go to look at something, it's 9 miles off the main road you're at, and it's a lot slower. And I'm like, do I take the 20 minutes to drive that, and because it's smaller towns and stuff to go through, and then if it doesn't work out, I got to get on the road and get further down. And so it was a lot of that yesterday. And but I still think the video is going to be pretty cool. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Hey, Ella Stewart, how are you doing? Hello from Oregon. Awesome. I got to get out to Oregon. It's one state I would love to visit. Got to make that happen someday. Someday. So that's a bucket list kind of thing. Yeah, Oregon. Rocky Toppin, let's see. Hey, Tony. Hey, Hart from Tennessee. Oh, hey, y'all. Hart from Tennessee. All righty. Yeah, let's see. I was Dalton. I actually did run down because somebody texted me. I'm not going to tell you who it was because I say that in the video, but I didn't do a video. I just, since I was so close, I was about an hour, and Jonathan was going to run out and just get some groceries and some clothes. So he put his clothes in the dryer at the house before he left. Now, I think somebody's going to pack them up and send it to him, because we left, got everything in the pod and to leave. So we got on the road heading to Pittsburgh. And when we got to Pittsburgh, he realized all of his clothes were in the dryer still. So there were some things that were forgotten and left behind. But he still owns that other house because there's repairs being done on it to either sell it in Glen Burnie or maybe rent it. It's not sure yet, because it's Glen Burnie where that's at. It's close to the military base. It's close to Glen Burnie, Baltimore, Washington, lots of stuff. So he's going to have it for a little while. But no, I went out and had keys made, so I have a key to it because they're doing some. There was some water damage, and they had to remove some tiles that were broken in the basement that found out there was asbestos. So all that was going on, and the reclamation of everything and getting it fixed, getting all done. He couldn't put it on the market. So I told him, I want a key just in case, rather than you driving back 8.5 hours, you're starting your new job. It's only 3.5 for me to run down there and check on it, or, sign off on something for you or whatever. But yeah, so, but I'm not getting his clothes and driving them out to him. We're done driving out to Ohio for a couple of weeks at least. Yeah, I do adventures. How you doing? Yeah, hello. Hello in the fam 2.0. I'm in the house. Yes, you are. Yeah, yeah. The cats were amazing though. They didn't sing too much. They were meowing. They're great cats. The three cats that they do have. Um, they rode great and didn't. They had travel litter boxes, which are little suitcases. We decided to just let them open while I was driving. They used they held it for like 2 days. Yeah. I guess they didn't like driving. Hey Ray, how are you doing? Yes, from Massachusetts, Springfield, Mass. All righty. Yeah. And let's see. Hey, there's Homeless Santa, brother. How you doing, Homeless Santa? Yeah. I think today's day 125 for me on carnivore diet. Yeah. It's going good. Going good, good, good. And traveling like that. So yesterday and the day before so let me just tell you real quick what I ate. So I had that 2-inch ribeye thick. I ate the whole thing. I shared a little bit with a couple people that were there, like Jonathan made him taste it, and yeah. So and then Dave had some. So that's Lisa's mom's husband, because she remarried after her dad passed away. So in the live, I say my mother and father-in-law. That's Dave. That's his house in Pittsburgh that we stayed at. But just I took hamburgers with me. I took beef that I did on Sunday in the crock pot, and I had that in a pot, and I took eggs, which I cooked eggs from the car once with the beef. Yeah. So, but a lot of times I would, like on the day that I went down to see that person that's lower than Dayton, I went down to spend some time with him. Kind of, he wasn't expecting that. He asked me to, and I was like, "Oh, let me see where it is on the map." So because they had to go get clothes and everything, and I thought, I'm not going to run and do all that with them. I'll just make a jaunt down there and see another YouTuber, and that's what I did. And he should have a video coming out. I don't know if it's going to be this. Hopefully, it's this week, sometime coming up. But yeah, you'll see our visit in that video. But so I stopped because you can't McDonald's. Let's say you want to get a cheeseburger patty. Go in, you say, I want to order a la carte. And you can get, I usually get 2 patties, 1 piece of cheese, and they put it on top of each other and give you a little plate and a fork. I did that probably 4 times on my, maybe 5 times while I'm driving, just doing stuff for something quick. Stop in, use their bathroom, and get 2 burgers. So it's only like it's $4.20 or something like that for 2 burgers. I did that. I went. So there are Waffle Houses. The one day I went in, ordered 3 orders of bacon, side orders of bacon. That's 9 slices of bacon. 1 order of sausage, but it's 2 patties, and then an egg omelet, just with 2 pieces of cheese in it. So I ate the omelet, ate the 2 patties, and I ate 3 slices of the bacon. The reason I ordered 3 sides is because I wanted to take 6 of them with me to eat throughout the day and into the night. That was the Thursday as I was driving. So it was quick and really worked out and helped out as I drove. All right. Hey, Jake, how are you doing? The Oregon boy. Let's see, Tony, just a little late. Quite, and yeah, awesome. We'll be quiet and enjoy. Awesome, awesome. Hey, TD Reed 64. Hello. Love the content. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, Greg Sutton, how are you doing? From South Central Indiana. Awesome. Hey, Richard, how are you doing? We got Herb of Fireside Studios. Howdy, Tony. There's Darling Good. How are you doing? Here, just listening, not feeling well. Oh, darling. I don't know if you got my message. I tried to call twice, I believe, while I was on the road. Let's see. Hope you feel better, darling. Hey, John, how are you doing? John Bracy, good evening. Enjoying your YouTubes. Well, I appreciate it. Hey, Brian Todd. There's Jonathan Gavitt. So, guys, put a question mark in front of, if you got a question for me, put it in front of the questions, in front of your question. Tap this. Tap. Let's see. I need to get that caught up. All right. So, let's see. Yeah, from John, Jen, and Jacob from Allentown. All right. Today is my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Jonathan. Let's see. So that's August 25th. Happy birthday. I would sing, but you don't want to hear me sing. Yeah. Hey, Joyce, how are you doing? Let's see. MD Gons. There's Maria. How are you doing, Maria? Hope everyone is well tonight. Hike with Mike. Yeah. Let's see. Let me get down a little bit. Hey, Rewild Outdoors. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Robert. Let's see. Distilling Adventures. Hey, brother. How are you doing? You might be somebody I was talking about. Yeah, it was good seeing you. Yes, it was. Good seeing you. I don't know. I'm behind on comments, but if you got a video coming up, and anybody that maybe is in here is not subscribed to David's channel, go over and check it out. Distilling Adventures. Yes. And I'm not gonna until after you do the video. I might next Sunday wear the t-shirt. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Hello, Tony. First time catching you live. Oh, well, welcome, TD Reed. That's awesome. I'm glad to have you on here for the first time watching the live. Absolutely. Let's see. Make sure you hit that like button. Yep. Yes. Yeah, let's see. Hey, Eileen, Eileen, Eileen Grogan. I think I pronounced it right. Yeah. Let's see. Welcome tonight. And let's see. We got Annette. Hey, Annette, how are you doing? Let's see. Tony, next random adventure. Oh, let's see. Digging a tunnel from his prison cell to the street with the fire maple lantern lighting the way. Yeah. What was that? Kyle, what was that movie? I always liked that one. What movie is that? Where the guy's in? He's in a state penitentiary, working on, and he like goes through a tunnel, like what is the movie? But he goes through the sewer and dumps into the pond, and then you see him on a beach with his old guy he knew that was in the prison. I forget the name of it. Yes, Redemption. Yeah, I think that's it. That sounds very familiar. Very, very familiar. Yes. Let's see. Hey, Ashley and Charlie, how are you doing? Welcome. I know you guys were on last Sunday Night Live. Let's see. Fight for the Wild. Yeah. Let's see. Then we had Stitch gifted the memberships there. All right. Thank you so much, Stitch. Yes. Hi, Stitch. What's up, fam? Let's see. Southern Slipping. How are you doing? Howdy. Yeah. Let's see. I love I'd love one. Thanks. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Let's see. Once again, Stitch for my membership. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Oh, Rocky Toppin. Yeah. So anybody that's just got gifted one, go over and watch. You'll see me cooking that or putting that 2-inch ribeye on there. Yeah, that was amazing ribeye. It was very, very good. Yeah. Hey, JC, how are you doing? You're such a positive guy and a great inspiration. Well, I appreciate that, JC. I definitely, definitely do. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing, Sarah Cave? Good evening, everyone. And Mr. 2.0, love this, love the videos. Awesome. Let's see. Hey, Robert Voorhees, how are you doing, Robert? Yes, Wright Patterson. Yes, it's going to be Wright Patterson Air Force Base is in Dayton, Ohio. So that's where he's going to be working. Yeah, really cool. And yeah, it was interesting. I've never been around uh, Ohio at all, except for when I went out to see Northwest Wind. That was really the only time I was into Ohio. And I came up through and I went around Cleveland on my way. I got on 90 going up and back into PA up through there. But I was in Ohio for a long time. Yeah. What's that? Oh, Alexis Hudson. Already, you got a gifted member. That's awesome. Yeah, so you'll get to go on and see me cooking that. Likes to stream during out dinner, and I have to cook. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Stitch and I had a chance to talk while I was on the road too. To those who received gifties. Yep, he's our Sunday Night Live kind of because he's a couple hours behind me, 2 hours behind. So that's usually when he's cooking or eating. Yeah, but he'll be back on because I'm probably going to be on here for a little while. Oh, 9:37. Where am I at? Comments. Oh, only. Oh, 8:30. So I like say I'm an hour behind. No way. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see. Come camping in Oregon. Oh, that'd be cool. This is my first live. Well, awesome, awesome, Ella Stewart. I'm glad you're on here tonight. Finally caught it live. There's Gunner 606. I was just thinking about you, Gunner, on the way back through today because after I got done filming today, I needed to get it um, the last portion of it edited this morning, and then I had that drive, and I wanted to have it begin to upload as I was driving at some point. So I did that while I was on the road, but I had to do that before I got on the highway because I needed to make sure before I left the area that it was going to work, and I didn't want to be thinking about it while I was driving. So I just kicked back and I was thinking of just different things, and you came across my mind. Yeah, we gotta get together for that coffee sometime. Thanks, Stitch. I was in the right. I was right in the middle of publishing a video and got notified of the gift. That's awesome. Yeah, awesome, Rick. That's cool. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Bearded Viking says. So I guess is if you are not subscribed to the channel, so even if you're not watching like Gunner was, because he's subscribed to the channel, uh, it will sometimes do people in the chat, but it does anybody, even if they're not even if they're not watching at the time. So make sure you turn something on. I don't know how that works, but Tony, do you ever camp on any of the state game lands? Yes, Scott, I do. Or areas that are adjacent to state game lands. Pennsylvania is pretty cool. So I drove quite. I drove through quite a few. You're going to hear about it in the video. I don't show any of that, like me going in different state parks looking for places, because anything that I went to, I didn't want to go to a campground because it just didn't fit the style of video I was trying to do. So I was figuring it out as we go. And I was like, oh, Lisa kept calling me and she's like, how's it going? How's it going? And I'm like, oh, not good. And she could hear it in my voice because I was getting pressed for time and I wasn't coming up with anything. She's like, you drove so much over the last couple of days. You mean you can't find anything? And I'm like, well, I can't explain it. Yeah. But no. But yes, I do camp in state game lands. Yep. Hey, Robert Ferguson, how you doing? Hello there. You can't camp on game lands. It's illegal. You can't camp on game lands. It's illegal. So if you're depending on what your style of camping you're doing, like I know if you're not staying in one place and you're kind of doing it as a through hike, I don't know, look up your area and see. Yeah, but I have camped on state game lands. You can't camp on state game lands. Let's see, street tacos. There you go. Hey, Traveling Todd, how are you doing, brother? Hey, Tony, how are you? I'm doing good. There you go, sassy lady. It's carbon dioxide. Thank you. Yeah. What part you? Let's see. Cure for Parkins. Let's see. Yep, yep. OC Dobbins, how are you doing? Hello there. I hope all is well with each of you. Thank you, thank you. Yes, doing good. Hey, Joanne, how are you doing? Hi, Tony. I live in Central PA too. Oh, cool. Hope to see you someday. You never know. So it's funny. In the area, not just in our immediate area, but if I even go an hour, I've been an hour away already, and people are like, "Hey, Random Adventures 2.0." I've been in different places, and I just end up seeing people, and yeah, it's really cool. Hopefully, our paths do cross. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you have issues with ticks? No, and so the only issues I had with ticks over the last 3 years that I've been in the woods, doing camping and things like that. Uh, I've talked about the time that I've had ticks, which was all 3 years. No, except for this year. Early in the spring, I had those 18 on my pant leg and then one on my neck, all in the same day. So that was the worst. I treated all my clothes with permethrin that we gotten down there at HangCon. Sawyer had permethrin, but I have a bottle in the car, and the other, what camp was that? Wasn't too long ago. It was not this last camp. It was a camp before. I wasn't sure how, because I had to walk through some kind of high grass. So I sprayed my shoes and my pant legs again, just low on the pants legs, about that much of it. Went all the way around, went on my shoes, and then I just waited in the sun and let it all dry. And then I went and did my camp. But I haven't had any other problems with ticks except for those 2 times earlier this spring. All right. Hey, Jake, how are you doing? Jake Stelter. Oh, Steltler. There we go. From Strasburg, PA. I know where Strasburg is. I sweat mosquito nectar. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, you do. Tony, I just got back from the Mojave Desert. Have you ever camped in the desert? Not in the Mojave, but I on the travel video, I camped at several deserts, especially around Arizona and stuff. Jacob Tree National Park, right outside. There was some BLM land there. Coming across out of Death Valley, I think I did a desert. Yeah, I did a couple of desert camps. Really cool. When I was at the one though, it was so windy, and I wanted to cook something, make it a little fire. Couldn't do it. It was just way too windy. Sand was blowing, and I was beat. I think I know in the after I came out of Lake Havasu that day, I'd gone up to uh, see the burros, the wild burros up at the little town of Little Gold Tourist Gold Town. And when I got back after that day's filming and stuff and editing and things like that, I got to just outside of Lake Havasu in some BLM land. I looked for a good spot, found a spot, opened up the windows, put the screen in, opened up the hatch in the back, crawled in the back, and I slept. And I would just get up, drink some water, go back to bed. And I did that for at least a day and a half because I was going to leave the next morning. And I said, I can't leave. I stayed a whole nother day and night just because I was pretty worn out from all the running and filming and editing. And oof, yeah, for those 7.5 weeks, I needed time like that a couple times. Yeah, let's see. Elysburg, there you go. That was an answer to a question that South Florida had asked. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Susan, how are you doing? There's Izzy. Oh, yeah. Susan's from North Carolina. Let's see. I'm glad things went well with your son. Yes, and that you made it back home safely, brother. Yeah, I just got home at 3:00, 3:30, back to the house today. So, and then yeah, it just got back. Yep. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Middle Tennessee here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in Espivard. Yeah. My wife says to tell you hi, and she's so glad to have gotten to talk to you on the phone Thursday. Yeah, no, absolutely. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad that she called while we were together. Yeah, so that's really cool. I'll tell you, well, I don't know. I'll wait. But yeah, it was real, really good. I wish I would have had time to maybe check out that little town that was there where we had that chance to meet up, but it was really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Daniel. Marek, thank you for all you do. I enjoy the channel. Dan from Detroit. Hey, Dan from Detroit. I like that. DD Detroit. Yeah. Hey, Sean's Adventures. How you doing? What a teaser coming up. Can't wait. Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, that was not planned. At all, yeah, it's just very unexpected. Like I said, I had a really long day yesterday, really, really long, just with the driving and trying to figure things out, make things happen, and I think it's going to turn out pretty good. It's not a long video. It's not one of my longer ones because usually on average I try to get around 45 to 48 minutes. Sometimes they're a little longer. I don't go over an hour anymore. Used to. People say they like me to go longer, but I don't know. But this one's just shy of, it's like 29 minutes and so many seconds, but there's a lot involved in it. Yeah, there is. Yeah. It's gorgeous here. Yeah. Yep. Steve Travis, how are you doing? Hi, everyone from North Carolina here. A lot of North Carolina in here. My bucket list is to see the Grand Canyon and Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean. So, Leonard, if you ever get to see the Grand Canyon, no pictures do it justice. And yeah, just walking up to it, and just my goodness, overwhelming just to see it for the first time. So Lisa and I had walked up on the south rim, and my friend Dave said, "Oh, you got to see it when you go up. Just you're going to be awestruck." And sure enough, we were. We walked the south rim a little bit. That was about 6 years ago. And let's see. Oh, did I miss? I see you saying hi. I must have missed it. Let's see. Hi, Steve Travis. I missed your. I'm saying hi like that, like I do. Adventures did, because I must have scrolled over you. Hey, Josh and Jen, camping again. All righty, all righty. Yeah. So, if you're anybody that I met this on this week's journey, there was somebody that messaged me or commented on a video from a Sheets. I think that was in Ohio. We had stopped at a Sheets in Ohio, and that's when Jonathan was found out some things about the house that we were going to, and we ended up staying there, just hanging out for about an hour because he had to do some things on the phone and switch some things and do some stuff, and so that put us uh, on our journey a little bit longer. Uh, and be right back. Alrighty. Yeah. Hey, Fishers Outdoor Adventures. Hey, Tony. Joining you a little bit late. I was in a golf outing. Oh, just got home. Man, I love to golf. I passed a lot of golf courses. I used to golf. I took it up golfing. You'd think when I was younger, but no. I golfed twice in my life. And once was when I was like 13, and the other time was a little later. But then I got invited to a golf event for a place that I worked at. I went and I golfed. This is going back about 9 years ago. I went golfing, had a great time, really enjoyed it, and then I went back to when I came back 2 days later from it was a 2 day event, and told my wife how much I liked it. She got me a Dick's Sporting Goods, went and got a $99 special a set of clubs, and I went to the local golf course and I golfed several times at well, so so after about a month and a half, I go to Dick's Sporting Goods and want to do an upgrade, right, from that set and get measured for a set. So I walk in and I tell the guy, I said, "Hey, my wife got me a special set of golf clubs, and I went golfing, and I love it." And he goes, "How long ago did you get it?" And I said, "Well, I've only been golfing now for a month and a half." Oh. Well, you'll want to golf a lot more than that before you upgrade. And I said, "Well," I said, "I golfed like 48 times in the last 30 days or so." And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, come on back." And so I got a set of clubs and joined the golf thing. So it was cheaper. um, and did that for a couple of years. I played with a group of guys, and they were all much older than I was, but man, could they golf. But I learned a lot. It was a men's league. It was just about 8 of us. And I golfed with them, and they'd give me pointers. And so the first time that I ever golfed, um, once I got those new set of clubs, so I had it was $110 110. I think it was right around there. And I tell people that. I said, yeah, the first time I ever golfed was 110. And they're like, oh my goodness, that's pretty good for your first time. And I said, yeah, that was on the front nine. So, yeah. So if anybody knows golf, that's 110 wasn't good for 9 holes. Yeah. Yeah. But it's always a joke. Tony, get your son to take you out for dinner to Black Rock Bar and Grill at Fairfield Mall. Steak cooked on a rock. Really? Oh, wow. Yeah, I will when I go out to visit him again, because I'm thinking of stopping. I got to check the map and stuff, because I'm going to try like the very end of September, drive out to Colorado. And I might have to go through Ohio, and I might make a swing down. Might leave a day or two early, swing down to see Jonathan and my grandson, Soren, and his wife. So Katrina, go see them and see how he got settled into the house. Hopefully they're settled by then. Yeah. Hey, Dan, Barefoot, how are you doing? Hello, Tony, Barefoot Dan here. Danny No Shoes, there you go. You know, that's so healthy, is to get your feet in the earth, you know, just so good for you. And hey, the Merc Stealth Camp ending made me laugh when you were trying to leave. Did you get weird looks walking out of there by the workers? I did not make eye contact at all. And I'm like, well, at some point I went, all right, well, it's over. You know, what are they going to do? Kick me out? So I walked out and I thought, oh, I just didn't look at them. But yeah, that was an unexpected ending. Yeah, and being woke up by that train too, that was something else. Yeah, so Dan, I appreciate that. Hey, Nicholas, how are you doing? Osborne, grill some smoked cheddar sausage with I watch. Yeah. Oh, sorry, grilling. You are grilling some smoked cheddar sausage. Yum. Yeah. Let's see. Happy spiritual birthday on Tuesday. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. William, let's see. Hey, Tony and family. How you doing, William? Hello, Lisa. I better not call you, Lisa, right? So that, hey, honey, how are you doing? Love you, love you. Got a big wave there, and I got a big hug when I got home too. Yeah. Hi, Miss 2.0. There you go. Shankshaw Redemption. Right there we go. That's it. I loved it, that movie. Really, really liked it. Yeah. So is that Leslie Nielsen? Is that a movie? The Naked Gun? Let's see. Let's see. Shankshaw Redemption. Oh, I am behind, aren't I? Let's see. Brenda, aka Shanks. How are you doing? Yeah. From more with Morgan Freeman. Yes. Oh, that was such a cool movie. There's another movie I liked that was very similar to it. It was called The Castle. Not, I guess there's more movies out that are called The Castle, but this one was with the guy. He was the warden who played in. I forget names. All right. Anyhow, you can tell I'm not a movie buff. Yeah, I barely watch TV at all, even growing up. Barely. Yeah. And people are always talking about things, and I'm like, oh, don't know it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, John, how are you doing? Good evening, Tony and family. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. So glad. So glad to be here. Say hi to Teresa for me. Hey, Teresa, how are you doing? Yes. Hopefully y'all are still on 841. I'm not too far behind. There we go. And I got to check something else out real quick. 89 people watching. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So, got a question here. Tony, my name's with a Y, but just saying. But Tony with an I. Oh, I see you did it on the next one there. But Tony with an I is female. Let's see. Have you ever sponsored a hangout where you live? Let's see. I'm on the east side of Pennsylvania. Let's see. I would love to come out. So I did Cabela's down there. We met up in a parking lot. That was, oh, that's been a while now. And then we did one up in New York. And then I talked about doing a get together, maybe at Knoebels, where I would do a pavilion, and I might still try to do that, but I might try to plan that for next year. Just, every week I get so busy doing videoing, editing, looking for places and things like that, that before you know it, it's it's done. I wonder if I should do one out in. I'd have to advertise it soon. Colorado, because I would have loved to have done one in Ohio. Yeah, it's just so hard for doing it. Yeah, but I stay tuned. Yeah, because I do post stuff. I'll post a link for 2.0 Facebook page later. You don't get. I'll post a link on your Facebook page. Yeah, that's all right. Thank you. Hey Ken, how are you doing? Watching, but we'll be watching on TV. All right, Ken. Well, I'm glad you're here. All right, let's see. Okay, William has got some question marks here. Have you ever been to PA Grand Canyon? No. I was close by it, I think, but that was a kind of a plan too, to do that. Yeah, actually, um, PA Wilderness Adventures. I drove up there to look at a park up there, and I was close to it, and I was going to try to go to it, but I missed the exit, and I was going to go to some overlook over there and missed it, and it was getting late in the day, and I needed to make it back because sometimes I'll just drive just to look for places and figure things out. Yep, but have not been there, and I'd also like to get up to where the elk are during the. I guess that would be later, maybe early in the fall. Yeah. That's so cool, Jake. Yeah, in the Badlands in South Dakota, in my rooftop tent. Yeah, beautiful sunrise. Out west, Arizona and everywhere. Just I don't know what it is. Just the sunrises and sunsets over the desert are just outstanding. Beautiful, beautiful. Just the oranges and the pinks, just really, really cool. Yeah, I was outside of the Badlands too when I traveled. It's a beautiful area. I think I came into the Badlands on the south, the western entrance, I believe, and went through backwards. I think that was the Badlands. I can't remember right now. Let's see. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? Yeah, you're here. Cowboy is here. There you go. Just, ooh, hey, Steve. I just have finished a tasty ribeye with my wife grilled at our wilderness cabin. Oh, that sounds nice. Um, Off-roaded some sketchy rim roads in the National Buffalo River. Let's see, most of the day in our four-wheel. Tacoma. That sounds like a really fun day. Yeah. Yeah, been yeah, I love hammock camping too. Oh, since you were a paratrooper, well, in the jungles of Panama. Well, thanks for doing your service there. Hey, Richard, you old outlaw, you. Hey, there you go. Let's see. 30 yards from here. Hey, Dean, how are you doing? Dean Windward, go Eagles. I guess football season is starting up again soon. Squirrel. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Cowboy, my 3-year wedding anniversary. Congratulations. Yeah, that's first 3 years are tough. Yeah, they are, but it sounds like you're getting through it. Well, like everybody has a problem. But yeah, it's the first 3 years kind of getting to know one another and yeah, getting settled in. Good night, Maria. Hey, Gracie, how you doing? I love your show from Gracie. Good night, Maria, says Stitch. So, Randy, you're in North Maine. I got to get up to Maine. That's one state I haven't been to. I know I got into Vermont, uh, not New Hampshire, but I love to get up to Maine sometime. Gonna have to do it soon because it's gonna be snowing up there soon. Yeah. Ever heard of? Yeah, walking tacos, Leonard. I made those outside of Mesa Verde with buffalo meat that I got from Walmart. Cooked them in a Walmart parking lot right before I went into Mesa Verde. That was when I came down to Silverton, to Durango, and then went over. Got there late at night. I was cooking under a parking lot light that night for the end of that video. Yeah, so walking tacos. Yep, I've heard of them. I've made them and eaten them. Yeah. Oh, Steve, I got to come down and visit. I will keep posting on the elk season. Perfect. As I live a half hour from there. Perfect. 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 Yeah, definitely keep me posted. Yeah, because I want to. I'm thinking if I can. I love. I was thinking of that today too as I was driving, thinking, oh, I'd like to put the game cam out and leave it for, more than just an overnight, to maybe catch some elk or something. I'd love to get a bear on there. Yeah, yeah. That with that video, I was really surprised with that last video with the game cam that we got a pot. He was a big old possum, wasn't he? He was huge. But yeah, with that, like I said, that was not an overnight video. I didn't camp, but I wanted to figure the game cam out. And like I said, I went into the app and found out that I had both side sensors off, and it should have picked it up even closer where I had it. So I don't know what happened, why it didn't pick things up. So there was a couple people that commented, "Well, I still believe it was Bigfoot." Yeah. Uh, Garden of the Gods. Randy says in Colorado. Yes, I was there. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. Oh, perfect, perfect. Early September, mid October. Perfect. Yeah, like I said, I want to get up there and hear them bugling. Yeah. Yeah, right. Stitch. Yes, walking tamales, which appeared in our camping trip last September and at HangCon. Yeah, they were good. I think you mentioned Stitch that somebody had them recently. Was it REI? Had walking tamales. They were good, really good. Well, thank you very much, Kyle. Yeah, I think we hit that last night. Last night we hit the 17K. I think we were, when I went to sleep, I was, I think, still 4 away when I went to sleep last night. Well, when I checked at 11:30 last night, because I went to bed around 11:30, but I don't always go to bed at 11:30. When I say, all right, lights out, good night, I start editing. Because I got to get that edited to kind of get my mind right for when I wake up in the morning to just film and only be concerned with that to be able to get it up quick. And I did not upload the last couple videos 4K. I film in 4K now, 4K 30, but the two videos that I did upload in 4K took 15 hours, 14 to 15 hours to upload. So I processed and uploaded in 1080p, but when I film and then when I process, and it's supposed to take and crunch things together at the 1080p. I'm going to get off in the weeds, but I was told that it's more crisp 1080p if you film in 4K and upload, because when people watch and YouTube kind of dumbs it down a little bit. So I found I got a lot back to my normal 2 to 3 hours. If I'm able to do that, it means that I can even get out on a camp on a Wednesday to be able to still have the video up for a Thursday if I get crunch time. Let's see. Could you pray for Janet Dixon? She is 73 and got put in the hospital. So will you all please pray for her? Thanks. All righty. Ashley and Charlie, thank you very much. Yes, definitely will. And all those that would like to pray for Janet, please do. And I appreciate you sharing that with me. I'll definitely make sure that I pray for her. The Lord knows the needs and why she's in the hospital. And we're asking right now in Jesus' name that you are the great physician and the healer. Amen. All right. Hey, Eric, how are you doing? How do 2.0 crew? Safeway. That's right. And I was surprised enough to take a photo and send it to you. I remember that. Yes, yes, yes. Come on down, Tony. You'd love our mountains and tons of elk. You have to stop your car. Really? Oh, that would be so cool. We'd be proud to have you as a guest. Awesome. Yeah, no, I'd love to do that. More like a family than, oh, well, God bless you and your wife. Thank you so much. So maybe on my way back from Colorado, I might figure something out and come by, because I got to come back. Yeah. It's like, I got to come back in some direction. Hey, Anthony, how are you doing, brother? Hello, 2.0 fam, he says. Let's see. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have you ever been to Cohucha Wilderness camping on the Sawaga River? It's 37,000 acres within the 95,000 acres. Wama. A beautiful place. Nope, never been there. You have to what state is that in? Guess I could look it up. Yeah. Yeah, there's Victory Shout NZ. Hello, everyone. I'm so late to the stream, but go back and watch later from the beginning. Awesome. Is only beneficial if people are watching on a 4K screen. Otherwise, 1080p is fine, and for most people. Yeah, Kyle. And I did hear that it'll crunch it down from the 4K in my editing app. So I film the 4K and then I do that, but then I upload to YouTube is 1080. Supposed to do something. I was doing some research on it. It's definitely it worked out pretty good, but I keep playing around with it. There might be every once in a while I might, but like you said, most people don't watch things on a 4K TV, but it does do in the high definition. Hey, Lioness Hiker, how are you doing? Diana, Augustine, amen. All right, so we got a couple more here. Georgia, okay, perfect. Hmm. All right, who is ready to match me on a? You don't have to do that, brother, but I really do appreciate it. Yeah. So, like I said, I got back at 3:30 ish. Then got the car somewhat unloaded, for the most part unloaded. Um, reflects. Uh, aw. Well, thank you so much, Steve. God bless you. Yeah, we got a great crew. Yeah, we do. Great crew. And yeah, just you guys are awesome. So, so when I got back, I got the car pretty much unloaded. Um, Not unloaded, but kind of like I got my bag back up here, my one backpack still in the car. Got to get that out. I did get a couple things in the that I had to get recharged back up. So that was all part of getting back and getting things going. I took the extra power bank with me just in case I needed it. Kind of worked out good because I keep that one up front with me and charge a couple things while I was driving between spots. Let's see. If you don't match Anthony Price super chat, Tony will flip out of your hammock when you least expect it. Yeah, I'll do a flip out of the hammock. Just kidding. Uh, yeah. Let's see. I picked my RV up on Wednesday. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, man. Kyle, send me a picture of it. Yeah, and I don't know where you're going for your when you're starting out, going to do your travels there in it. But keep me informed, and maybe we can definitely hook up as you're going through or something. If you're going somewhere where I can meet you. I'm going out towards Colorado Springs area. Yeah. So, like I said, it's getting worked out. Um, Yeah, definitely getting worked out. So I was talking to Stitch because I'm going out, and Stitch and I are going to do a camp. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, there's some things that I want to do. It's going to be roughly about, I think it's 20. We figured it out. It's about 24 hours, and I'll probably break that up into 3 days. But like I said, I want to go maybe see where it goes, that I can run down to my son Jonathan, stay there in Ohio on the way, either on the way out or the way back. Maybe come down and visit you, Steve, on the way back. Yeah. Oh, well, Leonard. Yeah. Yeah. It's uh, it's amazing how fast time flies. Yeah, it definitely flies. Yeah. It's Yeah. Well, Kyle, I hope it is too. Since you sold your house and got a camp RV, I hope it's well. It's fun is all relative, right? So fun is what you make it. Yeah, uh, yeah. So uh, there's probably going to be a learning curve with it too, and I'm sure you'll get frustrated with some things, but keep working through it and just have a positive attitude. There's going to be learning experiences, but hey, make the best out of it. That's all we can do. And like I keep saying, we only got one life to live, and so we need to live it to the most. I'm not sure Arkansas is on the way to anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look. So yeah. Maybe I shouldn't expect fun so much as an experience. Yeah, well, l- embrace the experience, and as you're getting that experience, the fun will come along with it. But always keep your eye out just for the unexpected, because the unexpected is usually where you'll find your blessing. Um, Anytime that I feel like I'm starting to get frustrated, I need to stop for a second and recognize what I'm trying to be shown, right? Because sometimes we're fighting against something that's frustrating us when it's really the Holy Spirit trying to get our attention on something. And usually, if our flesh is like, oh, I don't want to do this, I'm so frustrated. But once you get past that frustration or go, wait, why is this frustrating me? Usually you find a huge blessing in the moment that you might have missed. So, with some wisdom, things that I've experienced, yeah, and learned over my 59 years. Oh, I can't believe I say 59. Yeah, yeah. I'd say, Tony, the wife wants to know if you've given up crunch cakes. Randy, yes. And so, not that I didn't like them, but being on the carnivore 125 days, it's zero sugar, zero carbs. Well, I get a couple carbs from like half and half that I put in my coffee, but basically zero carbs, just with the meat, salt, meat, water, and salt. But yeah, I'll make them still. I'll make them for somebody that's camping with me or something. Or, but yeah, that was a neat Louisiana crunch cake. Still got the T-shirt, and I eat them. People see me eating them every day on older videos. So the crunch cake lives on. Yeah, it does. Yeah, but for right now, I need to just continue to work on my health and keep going down the road that I'm going on right now, which is really a benefit and a blessing for me. Hey, outdoor WTF, Tony. Just so you're aware, if you don't have your Part 107 drone license, you can get big fines from the FAA because your channel is monetized even with the slightest drone footage. Absolutely. So you're going to see some very high um, videos for me. Like when it's looking down at me, believe it or not. So a lot of times you guys are going to think that I'm flying a drone, but I'm not. So I wish I had it up here right now. So my selfie stick. So there's a shot in the video on the one coming up. It's a straight down shot of the car. Well, part of most of the car, like the hatch and stuff. So with Osmo Pocket 3, I have the 360 selfie stick. So that's on it. And that selfie stick has a screw in where you can screw the selfie stick onto a tripod. So then I've got my carbon fiber tripod, have the selfie stick on the top of that, and that extends up. So when my tripod is fully extended and the center's up, it's this high. This high. All right. So then I don't know how big the selfie stick goes, but it's taller than 4 feet. So that's screwed on to that's that high. Then now you go up that. And then my tripod, I opened it up, you know, all 3 legs, they're all the way extended, and I set it up on the car. Right. So now that that's on the car, think of how high that is. And then the Osmo Pocket 3 is this tall. So I don't have it turned. Well, it's turned on, but it's not recording. Then I take my phone and I position it, and then I square out me, and then it focuses on me, and then it follows me from way up there. So at the end of the video, you see me near the end. I just crawl out of the car and I just stretch and stuff, and I got some shots like that. And then I reach up and I say, all right, well, go ahead and close up the car in the back. And I push the button, the hatch goes closed. But the camera's watching me from way up top. And I'm talking and I'm walking, and I walk around towards the side of the car, and it scans the whole way around and sees me. But it's way up there, and you might think that it's a drone. You might think that. And then, so I can do a lot. Like the last video that I did. Oh, I don't have it up. Do I have it up here? Yeah. So I have my small rig. So on the small rig, so on the video, on the end of the video from 2 Thursdays ago when I did that hammock camp. So this clamp, oh, I'm showing the computer. So this clamp right here, I went over the ridge line and I put the ridge line through here, and then I just clamped it closed. And then this just swings, you know, just can swing free, but then you can position it any way you want to position it, all kinds of stuff. And then when you tighten it, it tightens to whatever place you go. So, and then I can slide it on the ridge line, and because it's got the gimbal on it, it's way down at the other end, and it's looking at me, and I take my phone and I adjust it and then hit record, and then it's just there. It's kind of swinging with the thing. So on the video that I just, when I did the along the busy road, I took this and I clamped it to a tree branch way up, but I had it up, you know, this way, and I clipped it to the tree branch, tightened it, you know, it was on, and then I went over and sat on the hammock and adjusted it to where it could see me, and then turned it on. So it looks like I'm sitting there and talking, and then I walk over towards it, and then in the editing process, I kind of have it where it zooms out. There's a lot of things you can do editing, but yeah. So anyhow, yeah. That was long-winded. Yeah. You can answer, Randy Beeson. You can answer, but tell her yes. Yes. What? But tell her yes. Oh, about the crunch cake. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, giving them up. Yeah. Let's see. Let's. Miss Stitch beats me, you know, with a stick when she wants my attention. Yeah. I watch a lot of van life. Yeah. That's where you're gonna learn a lot, Kyle. Absolutely. Right? Homeless cast chase you around with it. Yeah, what I loved watching the old movies. You know, the old comedies, what black and white, where chasing around with a cast iron pan. Ding. Right. Yeah. So let's see. Just insert old. Oh yeah, I could always do that. Insert some old clips. Yeah. Ah, Anthony, thank you so much, brother. Oh, for that super chat. Let me get down here and read that. Let's see. Let's support the channel, guys. His videos are awesome and inspiring. God bless you, brother. God bless you too. Yes, and thank you so much, Anthony. You really, what a blessing. You blessed me like that last week, the week before last. So, it's so cool. Thank you so much. Let's see. Uh, she's a farm girl. How can I say? Yeah, so now I'm reading you guys going back and forth. Uh, let's see. I I don't know. Is Freddie here? Moss? Hey, Freddie Moss, if I missed you, I'm sorry. Hey, William, uh, I will call you in the next 2 weeks about the elk arrangement. Perfect. Heading off to bed. Good night. Since I work first shift. Yeah, you have a good night. We're at 9:31. Still got 70 people watching. Wow, that's great. All right. Well, let's see. Hey, there's Goat, GOAT. Bro, come to Cherokee, North Carolina and collab with me. I would love to camp with you on an island lake. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really cool. Uh, I got the boats covered, bud. Oh yeah, good because I can't swim anymore. my I because my right side isn't, going. If I had to swim, I would be going in circles because this side's faster. And so I'd be going on a right turn. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are so cool, and you always have the neat stuff. So yeah, Darlene, I didn't see KN, Hammock Mountain. Darlene was on earlier, but she wasn't feeling good, so she was going to be listening. Uh, so when I got back today, speaking of things, right before I left, I had ordered another piece because I want to be able to use that. And they're on my Amazon storefront. It's under camera gear. So this is another one. These are called small rigs. This one's called the Crab. All right. So that's called the Crab. So this came in the mail while I was gone. So I have this one because it's smaller, right? I have this one clamped on the steering wheel of the bike that I got to get out and do a camp with. So when you loosen the same way that works, when you loosen this one, all right, it's loose. It can go in any position you want it to position the phone or holder, because it's got the threads there. So really nice. So I didn't want, like, this one's kind of long for the bike, right? And I didn't want to have it folded up like that on the bike. However, I can put this at another spot on the bike maybe behind me. Something. Because they have this tube. So what I'll do a lot of times, like on the tripod, it's in the car, because I can control things with the phone and app for the Osmo Pocket 3. I have, this is a smaller tripod, but this is the phone holder. I took that off, one of those, and I put that on this, and I put the Osmo on the tripod, and then the phone holder goes next to it so that I can see that next to that, and, and do this and that. And then I've got a little metal thing on my tripod because it's carbon fiber that I can just put an Olight bulb on just for a little bit of lighting when I'm filming. So yeah, fun stuff. And I was gonna, like, in the 2.0 crew, I showed you guys that the other week, after that camp. Well, when I set out the game cam, I did a video saying that video was going to be coming up, and I had just set it out, and I was going to be picking it up in the morning. Hope we get something, that kind of stuff. But yeah, these little, this one's called the Crab, but it is in the Amazon storefront in the description of every video. But yeah, and if you go on Amazon, you can see kind of like this stuff that I've added, because I'm doing things. Yeah. Do I have anything else? Nope. So, and I don't have it, that selfie sticks in the car too. And what's nice about the selfie stick, the reason I have that is because when I'm walking, I kind of extend it out, about that far. And because the one side is kind of thicker because it's weighted, I hold the middle of it to balance it in my hand and it makes it a little bit more steadier. Yeah. Anyhow, well, giving all my secrets away. Yeah, Goat, in the description of every video is my email. Yeah. Yeah. And it is my email. So if you want to email me email me your phone number, I'll put you in as a contact. Yeah. And then I can call. Our daughter just sent us strangest thing. I heard that. Let's see. Our daughter just sent us the strangest thing. It's a fake dragonfly that is on a wire, and you clip it on your hat. Oh, that's cool! And it hovers above your head and scares off horseflies. Wow, that's a good idea. What, Stitch? Stitch is matching Anthony Price. Stitch, thank you so much. You you demand a response and deserve a response. Well, God bless you, Stitch. Thank you so much for doing that. Both you and Anthony on there doing that. Thank you so much, Stitch. I'm gonna put those things towards my trip coming up when I come out to Colorado. Let's see. That's a great idea with those dragonflies. That's cool. I know out on the golf course, there are a lot of times there's black flies and stuff like that. And I saw this one guy, every time he got to the hole after he putted, he stood there and he held his hat way up, his arms straight up in the air, had his hat above his head. And he would do that while he watched everybody else golf, and then he would put it back on his head and walk, to his cart, and would go to the next hole. It was one of the guys that was on the men's league. And I said to him, what are you holding your hat way up in the air for like that? Because he would go and he would get out of the cart, go over, and if it was his turn to putt, he'd putt, and then he before he putted, if he was second or third, he would hold his hat up in the air. Like, what are you doing? I didn't want to just come out and say, "What are you doing?" And then he would putt, and then he would grab his hat and put it up in the air again, and he would do like that at every hole. And I finally asked him, "So what are you doing?" And he goes, "It's a trick I learned over my years." He said, "Black flies. If you got a lot of gnats around your face, when I hold my hat up in the air, they go from my face to my hat, and then they fly around my hat." And he said, "That's why I only wear it when I'm putting." Like, oh, that is too cool. Yeah. So we were all standing there around the hole, except for the person that was putting. I could just imagine people that were watching. They'd be like, "What are they doing?" Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Uh, you're welcome, brother. Go buy some chomps, absolutely, and go camping. God bless you, Tony. Thanks, Stitch. You're awesome. Yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I, I still have some chomps in the refrigerator in the car. I didn't eat them as much as what I was going to, but they were 8 in a pack. Took 2 packs with me. Yeah, one jalapeno and one original. I've eaten the turkey. I bought some turkey thinking Lisa would like it. I don't like the turkey chomps. Not good. As good. They're good, but not as good. Yeah. All right. Well, where are we at? 9:41. Tony, how you doing this evening? Says Skeeter. Doing good. Doing good. Yeah. Yeah. So tired because I was driving. Seems like ever since Monday. I went down and I said goodbye to George and Ed that I have coffee with sometimes in the morning, and then grabbed a coffee at Turkey Hill, and then left them. Said, "I'll see you guys maybe this weekend." And I didn't. I saw them today on my way back. They were still there when I got back today, but I wanted to check on them and see how they are doing. Because, like I said, George Vietnam vet goes to the VA every week, every Wednesday down in Lemoyne. And so the 2 of them got down there good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Carl, how are you doing? Hello, Tony, and everyone else on the channel. Yep. I want to say hi to Johnny and Mary D. Torres as well. Yes. How are you guys doing? Steve Cousins, let's see. Stitch Up tried to join and it asked for a password. I'm not sure what that was. Let's see. Hello, Carl. Let's see. All right. Good night, Anthony. Thanks a lot for jumping on. Thank you much again for the super chats. Take care. Good night. And you have a good rest of the week, brother. Or not rest of the week. Oh, I guess today is the first day of the week. Yeah. All right. There's Mary. Hey, Mary. Yeah. Good night and very nice. Yes. Very, very nice. All right. Well, 9:44. We're coming up on 2 hours. Hey, Johnny. How are you doing? So I know with me having the camera up there, I got to remember to look up there if I'm not reading the comments and talk up there because I love been talking over here at the screen instead up here. All right. Yeah. All right. I think that's it for comments. Yep. We are done with comments. All right. Well, because it's late and I Got up early this morning and went driving. If anybody has any questions, throw me a quick question. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and go. Hey, Trevor, thanks for the videos. I really enjoy watching. I am also doing the carnivore diet. Oh, awesome, Trevor. Yeah, what's your favorite thing on the carnivore diet to eat? Yeah, I just watched a guy. He did a little short. In a day, he was showing what he's been eating. Tony, tell us about your love of squirrels. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They like me, except for when I'm snoring. If we ever are around a squirrel again, Stitch, um, I'm sure I've been being told that I'm no longer snoring anymore, which is pretty cool. One of the benefits of the carnivore was side effect. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. I'm starting to yawn. It's catching up to me. No questions here. Go get some rest. Oh well, thank you, Kyle. I love out loud. That was so funny. Yeah. 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 Let's see. Watch your stealth camp in the cemetery. Thank you, Leonard. Feeling much healthier and more energy. Absolutely. Yeah. Crazy, right? Trevor, do you know how many days that you've been on it? My day is today is 125 days, and so today is 125. You know, I thought it would be tough traveling, but no, not at all, not at all. And there, like I said, McDonald's, two quarter-pound burger patties with one slice of cheese is like $4.20. So you can just tell them, I want to order off the cart, a la carte. So there's a lot of places like that, but then you've got to ask because there's a lot of places that if it's say like a $9 cheeseburger and doesn't come with fries, they give you a chip and a pickle. Let's say I always ask. I said, "Hey, how much is it for just the burger patty? Do you do a la carte?" And I said, "I just can't eat the rest of this stuff anymore." And if they tell me that the $9.58 burger is, well, it's $9.58. I said, "All right, thank you," and I'll leave. Yeah, because that's I'll go make my own because I can go into grocery store and get a pound of burger for, or the, well, if I don't go to my butcher's, but for 80/20 or something like that for $5 and something. So I'll just cook it in the car. Yeah. Yeah. Adios, muchachos. I think that's it. Adios, amigos. Is that it? I don't know. Muchachos. Maybe that's it. Muchachos. You're making me sleepy, Tony. Yeah. Let's see. Just over a year now. Wow. I've lost almost 70 pounds. That's incredible. That's great. Squirrel. Well done. Well done. Yes. Thank you. Yet to Stitch saying to you, Trevor, yeah, you're doing good. I noticed that my cravings for everything gone day 3 into day 4, day 3 into day 4. But 3 full days, every craving I ever had gone. I haven't craved nothing that's outside of meat. And my love of meat without anything on it. Because someone asked me Do you marinate your steak or yeah, in butter, butter and salt? Yeah, no marinades. And so I know when I first ate just the cheeseburger a couple times, I was like, yeah, I only at least put mustard on it in the beginning. But my whole taste buds changed. Really did. Yeah, yeah. So what I was going to say, Trevor, is, oh, I didn't want to show you that. Yeah, I'd be putting y'all all to sleep. But what a typical day of eating is. So yeah, I watched one guy. He ate 4 soft-boiled eggs, uh, 4 hamburger patties with some cheese on it. I think uh, a chuck roast, like 2-pound chuck roast or something, done on a grill. Yeah, it was crazy. That's what he eats every day, but he's been doing it for, oh goodness, 2 years. 2 years now, and he said that's what he eats pretty much every day. And then the right salt and all that stuff, and yeah, and the guy was about 60, 70 years old and just ripped. You wouldn't know he was, you wouldn't know he, just his appearance at his age. And yeah, crazy. Yeah, that's outstanding. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. Miss 2.0 is here and she's home. So she's downstairs. I'm going to go hang out with her for a minute. I haven't seen her in a little bit. All right. Eggs and other meat. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, David Carpenter. Now I can't stop. Yeah. So, like I said, I'll just be, even when you say the word yawn, yawn, people yawn. I always notice that. Okay, I shouldn't have said it. I have to eat extra to maintain my weight. Otherwise, I get excessively thin. Strange, I know, right, Steve? Yeah. Oh, good night, Darlene. Hope you're feeling better. I always say darling on our premieres and say darling. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling better. All right. Well, all right, everybody. That's going to be it. We're going to end this 8 minutes early than the 2-hour mark. But thanks again for everyone for all of your support. And if you didn't watch that game cam video, that was the redemption video. I know it's not a camp, but that one, it might have hit 2,000 views. It's like running number 8 out of the last 10 in the amount of time, for say, like the videos from Thursday to Sunday night. It lists where on day Sunday night where you were on every one of the videos, and that one, because it's not a camping video, people didn't watch it as much, but that's okay. We got another camping video coming out that's already filmed, so but I got to get out and get another one done. All right, well, 9:53, and we got 48 people watching that we're gonna say goodnight to, because you're on here. Good night. Oh, 49, 49, 49. Do I see 50? All right. Well, good night, everyone. Y'all have a great week. God bless you all. And much love from Tony and Lisa, Mr. and Mrs. 2.0. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support. And if you think about it, tell your friends, share it. And hey, good night, Chuck Jones. Ooh, good night, honey. Don't say night to me yet. And I should say night to y'all. All right, good night, Bearded Viking. Good night, Carl. Good night, Chuck. Good night, Darlene. Good night, Johnny and Mary. All right, I'm gonna lift this up and hit the thing. Good night, Steve. All right, good night, all special people. All right, well, Tony 2.0 out. We're gonna go. I gotta hit the end thing because you hit it here and then it comes down there and says not yet. Ah, yeah, yet. All right. Random Adventures 2.0. Good night. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you on the next one. And I did premiere it Thursday, so tune in. All right. Good night, Carl.